In this video, we're going to look at some of the potential fallout of Matt Hancock's WhatsApp messages. But first, a little background info. Well, it seems that Matt Hancock has been a naughty, and if not naughty, a very stupid boy. Why? Because a little while ago, he'd given Isabel Oakeshott a whole load of WhatsApp messages, 100,000 of them, concerning his time as health minister during the COVID pandemic. The messages were between members of the cabinet and aides discussing measures regarding the pandemic. The reason he gave them to Oakeshott? Well, that was so she could help co-author a book about his experience during that dreadful moment in history. But Isabel Oakeshott, being Isabel Oakeshott, isn't a very nice person and has gone and given them all to the Daily Telegraph. So we've got three players here, none of them very nice. Hancock, a potential sociopath, Oakeshott, whose reasons for handing over the messages seems to pursue her gripe that we were ever put into lockdown, and the Daily Telegraph, a right-wing newspaper whose job it is to back up Tory government and help facilitate the aims of big business. So what's going on here? Surely this sort of revelation would usually be swept under the rug by a paper like the Telegraph. I think we need to watch this space to see why they're exposing Hancock, because it seems like there's going to be a knock-on effect to the government. So, what have we learnt? Well, Hancock was advised by Chris Whitty to ensure all patients going into care homes should be tested. Hancock appears to have ignored this guidance, saying this:
"Tell me if I'm wrong, but I would rather leave it out and just commit to test and isolate all going into care from hospital."
Well, so much for a protective ring being thrown around care homes. He was obsessed with hitting his target of getting 100,000 people a day tested, even if it meant counting a test that had just been dispatched. Then we had this exchange between Matt Hancock and poison gerbil George Osborne. Hancock:
"Mass testing is going very well."
Osborne: "No one thinks testing is going well, Matt." Finally, we've learnt with this message that during a backlog of testing, one of Jacob Rees-Mogg's children was given preferential treatment. The lab lost JRM's child's test, so we've got a courier going to their family home tonight. Child will take the test and courier will take it straight to the lab. Should have result tomorrow AM. As with revelations like these, they usually leak them a drip at a time, so let's see how this situation develops. But do you think Hancock is toast? Or can he survive this? Click here and look at Matt Hancock's face.